NAMM 2025 is over, kaput, in the bag, right? It was awesome.
It was good.
I will say it was awesome. I was not sure what to think going into it. We're gonna give you a basic, quick rundown, but here's the spoiler. You gotta watch all the videos. We probably have 20 videos coming out
a lot of videos
from the NAMM show. A couple have already come out, but we wanna talk about our favorite things we saw there and why you should definitely click like, subscribe.
And you should hit the bell
To watch all these videos coming out, because it was really fun. It's like we're gonna just dive right into it. So we arrived, we left early Wednesday morning last week.
very early.
We so in the airport, we had to transfer. We're flying straight into Santa Ana John Wayne Airport. We're in the airport in Dallas. We did see one of our heroes sitting over there.
It's true.
Named Jack White. We're on the same flight. That was cool. We're not really going to do details about that, but some really cool stuff happened. So if you're curious, you're going to have to stay tuned and ask us in person. Come reach out, because it's the private stuff. Sometimes you just keep it to yourself. But really cool things. So let's talk about what happened when we first arrived. What did we go to?
We went straight to the Taylor Kitchen,
which is on the roof of the Viv Hotel now.
Yes.
And that is an event where they have all of their top custom shop pieces that they can dream up. We got 3 of them, I think.
We did.
And maybe an amp or something, I can't remember.
I believe that's true as well.
But it was really cool. Like, I really love the pieces we got.
Yep.
It was fun. The bar was not open, which was a little disappointing. It was $25 a drink.
Thanks, Derek.
Thank you, Derek.
Thanks for the mule.
My wife and I shared one.
Yeah.
No, but that's a place where Taylor shows off. They sort of flex and say, "Hey, we can do this crazy stuff too, not just a 314 CE. We can do koi on it."
They had some really cool things, some cool aesthetics. Maybe, I mean, it's been a while since we've been to NAMM like this.
I think that's where you're going.
But maybe some of the coolest things I've seen.
I think it was the coolest because it was like there was obviously the showstoppers, like the koi one with the matching amp, which was outrageous, $20,000. But there's stuff that was reasonable that like you can actually get like a really cool, and those are the ones we focused on, the sort of smaller body ones, and then one sort of jumbo Grand Pacific type style one that was just like, it sounded like a cannon. It was great. So if you're interested in any of those, watch the video, let us know. We only get 1 of each. That was it. We only got 3 of them. It was cool. Very limited pieces.
Very limited.
Maybe just 1. Then we went straight to
the Fender Custom Shop event.
So it was like, we land, get in our rental car, which we had upgraded to a Denali, which was super cool. And the Fender Custom Shop event was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was very busy.
Very busy.
It was an open bar. And,
yes.
And some nice little finger food kind of things.
Or dwarves.
When you see the video, you're going to say, man, these guys have been drinking. No, we've just been traveling for a very long time. But I agree.
And Sean was on the verge of sickness. Like sickness
Sean was on the verge of sickness.
3 hours away from Sean, and sickness was going to hit him. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the Fender Custom event. It was not as cool as it used to be.
It's true.
Like, it used to be like in this great room, and they had all this display set up. The lighting was awesome. The music was great. This was on sort of, the long tables
just big tables
with guitars out and basic lights.
And, it was fine, but it was cool seeing everyone. That was nice. That was the first taste of sort of like seeing everybody. Like, oh, everyone's here. It's fun. It's cool.
That was cool. You're seeing like all the other dealers. You're seeing all the master builders.
Yeah.
All the heads of the custom shop and everything. You're sort of your reps and whatnot, and it's fun just hanging out and just like, then let's go buy lots of really expensive things and cause. But that was fun. That's one of our highlights. You watch the video, you'll enjoy it. Those 2 knuckleheads got in a lot of trouble. We'll talk about it on the video. So let's just get into some of our favorite things.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed. They've got to stay to the end because our favorite things are at the end.
That's right. That's right.
Even though this is one of my favorites too. This might have been like the one that stands out. The Dumble event was amazing.
That was the funny thing about that, right, is totally unexpected.
By chance.
We're just like, oh, why does that sign say Dumble? Dumble doesn't exist anymore.
We stumbled in this little side place on NAMM. It's not even the main floor, and it was awesome. Watch the video. I loved it. There's an interview with George Loudon.
Yes.
Which I love Loudon guitars. It's one of my favorites. His master build piece is spectacular. That they only made 1 of. I'm sort of pissed I didn't get it. But that's another story. Met with Magnetone.
I tell you what. New guy sort of at the helm at Magnetone. His name is Granville Helm. Haha. See what I did there? That was unintentional. But really excited about how passionate he is and some of the ideas he has going forward. So that's really cool.
Well, that's a big deal too, because we don't just work with the companies, we work with the people.
Yes.
And if we don't like the people, we don't work with the companies.
Yes.
And that's been some decisions we've made with some other manufacturers before. That's like, hey, it's just not. I have a problem working with this company because you're really hard to work with.
We're not clicking.
yeah, so I need somebody different, or or we're just going to drop the line.
Yeah.
And he sort of gave us faith in Magnatone again, and we're excited about that. I'm going to skip that next one because that guy is a jerk. Just kidding, but I'm going to get to him later. Mark Sampson from
a little talk with old Mark. He was cool, man. Super down to earth.
From Bad Cat.
For a guy who has, done some of the most revered amps ever. Talked about Matchless and Bad Cat and other stuff. So he talked us through sort of his new amp design with Bad Cat, what he's changed, because he said, you'll see, but he didn't want to just do the same old thing. He wanted to do something new. So
and that's awesome.
Some details about that. Pretty cool.
You got to see John Cruz at Iconic Guitars, which is cool to see him. And he seemed like he got his head held high. He was rocking and rolling. That was neat. We ran. I'm just skipping a little bit. We ran into one of our buddies. He's got a great Instagram channel called The Theory of Pat.
Yes.
And we just ran into him on the street randomly outside the event, and we got to hang out with him some. Gorgeous Army fellow that just has a cool Instagram channel. Just check him out. He's really cool. He's a great guitar player. Eli at 2 Rock.
Yep.
Was awesome.
Very fun.
I got, this is not content, but hanging out with the guys at Collings was great. And I got to say the Eastman cats were fun. And Bourgeois has one of my favorite reps now. Alistair is working with Bourgeois, and he's been there for the past year or so. And he seems to be crushing it. So they were really fun hanging out with that booth.
Cool. I will say, too, talking about Eli, I was sort of impressed with some of the Divided by 13 stuff.
Yeah.
It made me want to take another look at some of those amps.
Yeah, so if you guys like Divided by 13 and are curious about Casino carrying them, just let us know. I think we're all signed up to do it. Just let us know what you like and what you want to see, and rocking and rolling can happen. But we love the guys at 2 Rock. We love that they're so confident in what they have out there right now. They didn't release anything new. They're like, our stuff is so good and it's selling so well. Because it is. It's like,
which is a stark contrast to most of everyone else, right? And somebody asked me yesterday about NAMM, and I said, you know what? It's weird because every company, every quarter there's new junk. The MPIs, like you always talk about, and I don't know. It's weird. It almost takes a little away from NAMM because there's not these huge launches for most folks.
No, and some of it happens all before, which is strange.
Right.
I'll jump right in this. It was fun. We got a surprise meeting from one of our other favorite Instagram channels, Ohms.
Guitars on the beach.
Yeah, Ohms ran and he's stunning. He's like a Greek god in person.
He is. That's why he covers his face. It's not fair to the rest of us.
It is weird. Like you think you're going to be able to score it with the ladies, and it's just I'm just talking digits, kids. And it's when you meet Ohms, you're like, okay, I get it. Never mind. I see why you cover the face. Leave some for the rest of us.
That's right. That's right.
So that was really fun. He sort of surprised us, and we didn't know who he was because I had never seen his face before. He's like, "Do you know who I am?" I'm like, "No."
Took me a second,
It took like 5 minutes.
He grabbed me from behind and whispered. It was like a creepy.
It was a weird grab. He kind of came in from behind and sort of scooped you.
I'm Ohms. What?
Derek scooped somebody. I think it was Zach. I think he got right up inside of Zach.
Hey, why not? Why not?
No, the Marshall booth was really cool. We had a great time there.
Marshall booth was fun.
And our cat Zach and Jake, his drummer and multi whatever he does, dude was with him, and that was really fun watching him do that special demonstration at the Marshall booth, is what I'll say. Just very special.
Q&A.
You were at Electro Harmonix, right?
We did Electro Harmonix. That was nice. Harmonix. Super cool guys. I think it was our friend Tom, if I remember his name correctly, was our little demo guy.
He's like, it's Jerry, not Tom.
It's Jerry, you son of a... no, he went through and did the new... what's it called?
Pedal?
The new pedal. My brain is escaping me. It's the third one.
Okay.
It's the third one, and then there's a new looper with some cool features. So that was pretty. The Pog 3.
Okay, so now we're getting towards the end here. Stay with us. This is now we also sent a whole team over to Woodwire and Volts. I got to go for a little bit. Sean and Johnny were there for a big bulk of the day on Friday.
Had a great time. Before we moved from NAMM, Lawler. The guys at Lawler were amazing as well. We met them. Lawler Pickups.
I know what they are. I was just trying to remember where they were.
I don't know if it was me, Derek, and Sean.
I know I wasn't with y'all when that happened. I was probably at appointments.
But they were great. They were super cool, super, just nice dudes. So
I have to go to lots of boring appointments. They're fun sometimes, but
sometimes.
Oh, and I picked out some really cool Martin custom shop pieces, and we have all the new stuff from the line is coming as well.
Exciting.
I got to pick out all the new Fender stuff's coming as well. So if you want to try the Fender standards, we're gonna have a few of them here. We even got some of the weird ones. So
weird.
I want to have fun with it. That's what YouTube is for.
Weird.
Okay, Woodwire and Bolts. That's
Woodwire and Bolts.
Carlos Lopez is from Castadosa, one of our favorite builders out there in the universe. He sort of did this event with Curtis Novak.
Yes.
And had a bunch of other builders coming with him. It was really cool. So we hung out with Carlos.
Yep.
Casadosa. You had Curtis Novak, obviously.
Yes.
We had the guys.
Super cool guy, by the way.
The guys at Texas Toast.
Yes. Awesome dudes.
From Denver.
And with Dylan Talks Tone with those guys.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Does he have a YouTube channel?
He does have a little YouTube channel.
Sean, how do you pronounce the guy's name? Demel? Demil. Had some amazing guitars.
He's a mad genius.
Yeah,
he's
really
a mad
cool.
genius. You'll see it in the video, but it's insanity.
Speaking of further mad genii, Built.
Dude, I fell in love.
I haven't gotten Johnny to shut up about Built guitars.
They were great. I didn't get to play
Built.
mini guitars there because we were just talking to everyone, but I played their newly revised, reissued El Hombre.
Oh, okay.
And it was like a weird
That's the one
Jazzmaster SG
that's a cool
Firebird had a
looking
baby.
shape.
It was a cool looking shape.
I saw one of those online with like it was a solid. No, it was wood. They're all wood, but it
They're made of wood.
It didn't have any color on it, which was nice. It looked like the mahogany, not mahogany. Yeah, it is the mahogany.
The one I played there was
Rosewood
like a walnut stain, but it kind of looked like your SG, but it was, oh god, it was cool. Great guitars though, and they put some amazing effects in them too.
There was the Shimon guitars as well.
Yep.
I didn't get to see those.
And he is from right up the road. Our good.
Oh yeah, he's been in. Yeah, I didn't see him in the show though, because it was actually the Woodwire Volt show. I hope they do it next year. I know it costs a lot of time, a lot of money for all those cats to put it on, and I'm sure it wasn't like anybody made money doing it, but it was an awesome event. It was really cool. I love that working in parallel with NAMM. It makes the whole
And it did.
thing
When you
fun.
popped over from NAMM, it was a nice little a little different vibe, and then you get back to NAMM, and it was cool.
And a bunch of the cats from NAMM were coming over there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was cool.
No, I thought it was really good. The vibe of it was great.
The performances were awesome too. Like the takeaway big performer was Errol Posen. Obviously, did a hour-ish show. His voice was a little under the weather, so it was a lot of jam. He brought all of his friends up.
Lots of friends. I'd like to say in particular, Mr. Dylan Adams kind of crushed it.
Yeah, and Chris Masterson
Yes, from the
came out
Wallflowers.
and played. I know, which is amazing to watch him and his cool swag. They were all such good players.
Everybody who got him played. It was a treat. If you like guitar, it was pretty
And just
awesome.
being in a room like that's really small
Yes.
to see this event and it's loud. Now let's get into the finales here. So we got to meet all the other like guitar YouTubers as well, from Rhett to Paul Davids to Mary
Spender.
Yes, to Lee, Danish Pete, and in a review of that, they're all horrible, terrible people.
Horrible.
Just in general. Just
You don't want to be in this business.
I was trying to keep the straight face longer. I couldn't do it. But, it was so much fun. That was probably one of my highlights. It just like
That was very cool.
When Lee is just you see him online. Like we've known each other digitally for years.
Yeah.
And we've communicated before. But it was the first time we really got to hang out and have fun. And like he's had my guy Zach on his channel before, and I'm sure I'm gonna have to go out there and cause some ruckus. I think we've got some plans in the works. Just stay tuned. But it's what a nice dude. I loved his head buyer too for the shop. An amazing guy.
Yep.
Danish Pete's like he is actually terrible. You're not
Actually a horrible guy. He was actually horrible. No, it was really fun meeting those guys in person. I really enjoyed talking to
just genuine
Captain
hanging
Tilly.
out.
Yeah, man, and we were at the little Gibson like speakeasy event, hanging out with those guys. And it was very fun. It was very fun when everybody was like, "Oh, it's
What a terrible event if you don't like to drink though. Because it was just because it's like it's so crowded and everybody's there.
Well, it's funny because everyone is ignoring the guitars. No one cares.
No one
It's
looked
like,
at a
okay.
guitar that whole night. It was just people hanging out like and we
And they made
we
a
love
great
that.
old-fashioned.
Paul Davids is as attractive as you think he would be, and he's as charming.
As charming and as attractive as you. Yes,
It's
as you
really
imagine.
frustrating, but
It's
enough
sad.
of that. But more importantly, just everybody. I got to meet so many people that really just enjoy watching our Strange show too.
Dude, I met
That was really fun.
You weren't with me, but it was at one of these events that I think you're about to talk about. I met the head electric guitar buyer for Guitar Center,
Oh,
and he's like, "This is gonna be weird." He's like, "But I love you guys." He's like, "You guys are great." He's like, I enjoy your content." He was a super. I wish I remembered his name. He was a super
it
nice
meant a
guy.
lot to me to meet Ben Ash, Sammy's
Yep,
son
yep.
too. That was
Super
I felt
gracious
a little
guy.
bit of a kindred
Yeah.
spirit there, and just it's we're all there to do business, but it's really about the relationships more too. And as I said earlier, if we don't have a good relationship with the manufacturer or the person that represents it, we don't want to work with you.
That's true.
And we're to the detriment of our own business sometimes. And we've made those choices, and you got that from the young Mr. Ash, that it was all about spirit and ethos and love. And like, and keeping that business going for 100 flipping years is
kind of crazy.
It's insanity, and especially in the changing. Okay, so the final stuff, the PRS event.
PRS event
was amazing.
Yep.
It was John Mayer, and
yeah, it was fun.
Was the rap Paul came out and played and actually crushed it. It was awesome. It was just it was a class act event. All of us got to hang out together.
It was a lot of fun. It was Mark Lettieri's band.
David Grissom.
You've seen all this on the thing, yeah. Dave Grissom, all the people.
It was wonderful in person. They had great pretzels, salted pretzels with mustard upstairs.
True.
And then I saw like Zach and Jake were like just down in hot dogs.
Down and hot. We didn't. Me and Sean are down there being idiots. We didn't know there was food upstairs.
I mentioned Jack White. Some of the moments, but that was some of my favorite stuff. Not talking about.
I did forget. I can't let us forget. We met with my dear friend Clark and Cassandra Brown Box.
Oh yeah.
They got a new brownie coming out. We did a video, so you'll see that.
Yeah, stay tuned. That was a cool one
as well.
But the finale, the greatest, probably the best moment of NAMM.
It pales. Everything else pales in comparison to this.
You ready, Johnny?
Yes.
Hit it.
Juan Mayor.
He
was at the Kaiser. I'm forever indebted to Kaiser Capos for bringing him there.
I mean, I feel like they might have taken the whole show because they had Juan Mayor.
They had Juan Mayor
as their rep. Not just once, not just twice, maybe 3 times during the day, and it was fantastic.
Doesn't matter how many times. We offered to bring him to see John Mayer.
We had free tickets to John Mayer, could have gotten him in, and we're going to make a meeting with him and John Mayer and have, if you don't know who Juan Mayer is, which I did not know
just
until
go
the day.
follow his Instagram.
Look at his Instagram.
Juan Mayer and Chipson. Those are the accounts.
I would like to say follow the struggle.
Follow the struggle.
And the truth will reveal itself.
Justice for John.
So overall in a wrap, NAMM was exciting.
Yes.
Exhausting.
Yes.
It was really, we did some great business, but we made some great friends and rekindled some friendships we haven't seen in a while. It was awesome.
Like our delightfully attractive JJ, as we call him, or Jared James.
Oh, God,
Jared James Nichols.
I was going to say, I can't say what I was going to say. He's a Viking. But the type that if you're a beautiful young lass, you don't want him coming by, you don't want him raiding your shores because that's all I'm saying. He's but also our friends from San Diego, I'm not saying their names because I have to keep that stuff private, that we met at the Woodbine Bolts, they were great, but everyone was great. But Juan Mayer,
everyone was great.
Watch his Instagram, the whole thing was fun. The guys at Andertons, you guys are class act, we were really impressed with that. It was it was a cool event.
It was a great
event. And now we're all back recovering. Your entire family has the flu.
My whole family, other than me, has the flu.
Knock on wood, we're all good.
Just wait till the end of the week. I'm sure I'll have the flu as well.
No, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. It's great. So just stay tuned for the next few weeks. We're going to have content coming out pretty much steadily. There's so much good content. It was so much fun shooting it. We feel not just blessed and privileged, but just lucky to have gotten to experience some of the stuff that we just stumbled upon. And it was wonderful. So thank you for all the time you've spent watching us and enjoying this, and have fun. Oh, and I'll wrap up with click like, subscribe,
and the bell
as we started. So enjoy the content. It was super duper. Peace be with you.
NAMM.
2025. It's a wrap.
Did you guys talk double?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fuck those notes.
That was the first.